Oh, 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 oh. He's making our list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty and nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, I don't think I'll be coming to town anytime soon if I have to go through trillions, gazillions, spillions of names, twice there, and what have you. Oh, 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 oh. What a lot of names here. Oh, well, I suppose there's no place to start like the start, as they say. So, we have Prince Adam. He's been good. Skeletor. Oh, he's a bit of a naughty boy. I see. Orko. I suppose we say his heart's in the right place. So we'll put him in. We'll put him as good. What do you think? And Tila, oh, she's been good. King Randor, I suppose he's good. Queen Marlena, oh, she's good. Oh, she's on Eternia now. Oh dear, it's a bit far to travel with the old sleigh and the reindeer, as it were. Oh, I suppose we'll muddle along there somehow. Oh, a Cringer is good. A Panther. He's a naughty boy too, I see. And, who's this? Dark. He's a naughty boy too. Lot of naughty people in Eternia there, as well as I don't know if I could carry that much coal on me. It's gonna take me a bit of time there to go through all this. Santa Claus is coming to town eventually. Greetings there, all you in YouTube land and fellow Eternians. It's Eldor here, or the Masterversal-Toyhunter, with the first video for the new year, 2023. And yes, welcome back to the channel in the new year here. And don't forget to like and subscribe there. It helps to get my adventures out into the YouTube land there and so forth. And of course, you'll be notified whenever I'm on the great eye of the universe to share a video or two with you. I thought I'd better get my skates on there, get a bit of a video out there to start off the new year with. So it's a bit of a late review, if you get my meaning. We have the Four Horsemen, Figure Obscura Father Christmas figure to take a look at here in the first Mythic Tales with Eldor episode for the new year. So I'll have plenty of video reviews out there, no doubt. I have a few to get done there from Masters of the Universe, but we're just waiting to get a few things in order first before we make a good try at those videos and what have you. So yes, make sure you have your glass of milk and your cookies handy, and we'll have a look at old Father Christmas there. I hope you've been good, for goodness sake. Yes. Okay, here we have the rather nicely presented box here by the Four Horsemen for their Figure Obscura Father Christmas figure there. So the Four Horsemen, as we know, are currently producing Mythic legions there, and also cosmic legions. So a bit of a spacey theme, whereas Mythic Legions is all about your fantasy stories and trolls and goblins and elves and what have you, dwarves and men and various undead out and about, shall we say. And now they are doing Figure Obscura, a third little segment there, in their toy smith outfit, and what have you. So they gave you the headless horseman and the Krampus. I think there might be 2 Krampus out there, I'm not sure. And this year, of course, they gave us Father Christmas, jolly old Saint Nick there. So there's a bit of his box, a bit of art there, I think by one Nate Barch. So he's a rather talented fellow there on Earth. And there's a bit of a deer there on the side. Bit more art. And on the back, looks a bit like me. And the back, yes, continues the art there of some snow-covered dwellings in a far-off land, and a bit of a story there. Here we go. He is known by many names. Chris Kringle, is it? Saint Nicholas, Grandfather Frost, we nuts man, some language there I can't pronounce. Who's this? Barbo Natal, Papa Noel, Santa Claus, Santa, oh yes, Father Christmas, and whatever Moinka you know him by, and whatever legends you have heard. One similarity across them all is that of the benevolent soul who brings joy to the children of the world. In some of these stories he is a plump and jolly old elf, while in others he is a kind and generous man of nature, friend to the goodly creatures, large and small. There is a great magic in these stories. It is a fantastical magic, like the spectacle of a reindeer who can fly, and toy factories hidden in the northernmost parts of the world. Beyond these miraculous tales. However, there is also a very real magic in the holiday season. It is the power of giving, for Santa Claus is a spirit of generosity, and all who believe in his lessons and do good in his name help spread the magic of Father Christmas. Jolly good there. Last bit of art. We had the Figure Obscura in writing up there in the old Christmas tree there, all decorated up. Let's get into this box there, or open this present, I believe we say. Okay, so when you first get your package, if you are lucky enough, you can open it up. We have a bit of a window there, and some more artwork on the inside of the flap, and of course we have old Saint Nick, or Father Christmas there, displayed nicely in his package. But I have opened him up a little bit there, just to get things in order, so we're not taking too long with the plastic toys and what have you. And I popped his little hood on there, as his hood comes separately, you see. So yes, there's that. You see some of his pieces and accessories that he comes with. And another wee trick to this packaging, of course. It's all done up with magnets, I think you say. So you can remove that part of the box from the actual box itself. So you have a bit of a Christmas night scene there, with the Christmas tree in the middle, and who is this? Frosty the Snowman there, and so forth. So yes, you can display that however which way you like. Oh, how about we put that in the background? I think. Get that all standing nice there. So yes, this is the main box here again. And we see all the figure inside. And more of that snowy night scene there. Oh yes. Then there's this flying reindeer there. He's sitting in the sleigh. I don't see any jet engines or what have you on there. So he must fly by the old magic there, I think. And so forth. So let's not dilly-dally. There's a lot of work to do tonight for Father Christmas. Or there was a lot of work, shall we say. It's now the new year. So you pop a bit of a tray out there, I see. Yes, a good thing with the Four Horsemen packaging there is it's very reusable and so forth. And what else have we here? Another bit of backdrop. If I can pull that out there. It's a bit, oh there we go. It's a bit stuck in there. But we'll put that down and put that other box aside for the meantime. Okay. Oh yes, we have our instructions there, so we all know about those. Oh yes, bit of an in-house shot there, I think we say. A nice toasty fireplace, and the Christmas tree set up, and the stockings on the hearth, and a candle or two also lit. Boy, it'll be a rather warm house to be living in, I think. The weather's been a bit hot out here in Eternia, so I don't think we'll be having the old fireplaces raging that much and what have you. So, ooh, what a nice packet of goodies we have here. So yes, there we go. Right off the bat, we have a bit of a trumpet there. He's got a little fellow with him, a little toy elf. There's a drummer boy's drum there. Bit of a spare head. And he's got his little lamp piece there. And of course comes with a bit of a Christmas tree. So let's get everything out. I'm not sure if you'll stand for us. There we go. But we get our two clam pieces here, by the looks of it. So there we go. You get a second clam piece with more goodies in that. Got the base for the tree. You've got a bag full of toys. And there's Santa's Christmas toy sack. You've got a bit of a walking stick there, maybe. And he's got a few crowns. A few wreath crowns there to go around his head. It looks like the tree stump for the Christmas tree there. So we've got everything falling out. Let's deal to that then, so don't lose anything. Oh, so nicely packed in. The elf's already jumped out there. He's helped us out a bit. Pop out the old my poor arthritis hands. So we've got a little lamp there, the candle inside and encased in a bit of plastic, clear plastic there. Pop the spare head out. This tree looks rather delicate. Carefully pop the tree out there. Oh yes. And all this trumpet, it looks rather on the delicate side. I think we might have to push on those plastic tabs there a little, just to help free it out, because it feels very, very delicate. We don't want to be breaking things, so just it might pay to pop in those little holding tabs inside out, I think. So there's that piece done. Take out the bag of toys there. Ooh, very exciting for all the children. And take out the tree base there, and the stump on the tree. And we've got his losing pieces already. So there we got one of the crown pieces there to have a look at. Oh dear, there's a lot to go through. I'll try and keep the video short though. There's another crown piece, and lastly and sweetly we have his walking stick. That looks good, so we'll get all this out of the road and try and straighten things up a wee bit. Oh dear, a lot you get inside this package. How about we will it stand for us? We'll put that one off to the side a little. There we go. So we'll stand that up there. we might make up the Christmas tree there and have it somewhere in the background, I think. Oh dear, we do have a bit of a mess going on here, don't we? So try and tidy things up somewhat. As you say, to put the tree together, I think. So for this, of course, all these branches, they're very delicate. You don't want to be squeezing them too hard when putting the stump on there. So what we'll need for this is pliers. We'll just hold the tree in there, the pliers, like so. And we're bringing the stump. So there's a little hole there. The camera will focus on us. So there's a wee hole in the stump. And we'll just try and wriggle that over that bit of metal, maybe hold the tree a bit firmer there. We might have to twist that on. I think that's about as far as it goes. Yes, okay. So that's as far as we can get it. And there we go. The stump is attached there to the tree. And there we see a bit of a peg hole in the snowy base. So that should fit the tree stump in there. A bit of a tight fit there. But hey, there we go. The tree is all ready to go, as you say. So we put the tree down there, and we'll gather around a few pieces to take a look at. But we'll have a look at the man himself first, I think. So here we have him. Old Saint Nick, or Father Christmas, or Kris Kringle, all done up in his nice and warm Santa suit, and lining his garments we have lovely accents in white and gold patterns going up. A nice velvety red costume of his suit, and cuffed off with white fluffy cuffs on the sleeves, continuing that gold pattern all around, as well as on his hood, the white fluffy accent and gold pattern going around that also. So yes, he's dressed for the cold Christmassy weather as he flies in the high cold skies with his reindeer. And you can fold back his hood there to reveal the first of his two face sculpts, this one with a longer beard. A nice body of hair there, much like myself. Oh, yes sir, it looks rather like me, I suppose. And he has his belt there, done in black, with some lovely texture going around, and a bit of gold paint taps in the buckle. And then under his main robes is a purple satin robe there, done in cotton. And he has his black shoes on for his footwear there. and to brown gloved hands. So yes, he's looking a jolly fellow there, as he brings all the good boys and girls their presents after coming down the chimney, and then after he's put the presents down, he has his cup of milk and his cookies, because it's a lot of hard work flying to millions of children and delivering presents, and maybe the odd bit of coal to the bad boys and girls. So yes, that is a wee look over Father Christmas there. So he has a bit of articulation, he can look up, but in all that cold it's frozen his beard, so when he looks up his beard moves up with him. And so forth. But yes, a lovely sculpting there in the beard, done it in a nice I think maybe a bit of grey, then some white over top, just to define the details, but more of a pale white or a light grey effect there. A bit more grey in his eyebrows, on his noble brow. A lot of lovely wrinkle detail there around his eyes and his forehead. He's looking stern at all the naughty boys and girls, I think. Yes. And he does come with a spare head, so we'll... no, I think we'll do it by a bit of magic there. We don't want to be pulling Santa's head off, what? So, here we go. And there we have it, the spare head that comes in the set. So, much the same in detail, really. But a shorter beard, of course. And you can articulate that however you wish. Up and down and what have you. It's a bit harder to turn him side to side because of all the clothing, mind you. But you can get a little bit of side to side there of articulation. But anything else, you'll be popping his head off. I don't think he would take too kindly to that. So yes, so let's bring in both of the head sculpts there. Just a side-by-side comparison. So yes, the much longer beard on this head sculpt. I don't know, the shorter head sculpt, he looks a bit more, I don't know, cheery or happy, I believe you say. But he's looked down his Christmas list there. He's looking a bit stern. So yes, as we look at the head swap outs. Now that instruction booklet that I pulled out before just tells you that before you go moving the arms around with the mythic legions there and the legs and what have you, it's to go around heating all the joints up. So I had to remove all his clothing there, and I used my heater there around all the joints and just give them a little bit of a wiggly waggly and a bit of move around to get them started, because sadly a few have had broken arms and what have you. So yes, it pays to do all that first. Even if you're customizing, you have to be pulling the parts off anyway, so using a bit of a heater there will help us soften the plastic for you to pop parts off and pop them back on, or make it easier to articulate things. So as you would imagine, he doesn't have much in the way of articulation because of the clothing, but you know, with the side on or forwards articulation, you can get quite a bit there. He's a bit of a kick there. He's getting a bit of snow out of his way, I think. But you can go out to the side quite a bit, but then it opens up all his clothing and what have you. Get him all straightened out there, and we can move his arms out. He's greeting his elves and for another season of toy making there. He's mustering all his kids together to start making toys again. So yes, he move his arms out there, and you can move them forwards and back and what have you. Bit of rotation there in the wrists, and you can move his hands in or out and what have you. He does have a elbow bend. It's a little hard through the clothing, but you can manage it if you're careful. And also too, in the clothing there's wire there, so you can shape the clothing to your desired look and what have you. Bit of wire going down his robes, so you can do a bit of posing of the robes there. But don't go playing around with it too much. You don't want to break the wire there and what have you. And we'll lightly pop off his head there. So you see the hood is done up by a little clip system, so you can remove the hood if you so wish. Sorry there, Father, sir. We'll put your head back on. Oh, bit of a pop back on there. So this is how he comes in the box, but with the other head on his shoulders, so to speak. So yes, this is how he usually comes, without the hood on, because the hood came in the other clamshell there. So the robes are done up together somewhere around here in much the same fashion with that metal clip. But I notice his belt doesn't really tend to stay popped in place. It comes apart there because of all the clothing. It might have needed a bit of a longer strap added to it. But yes, it tends to pop off there, unfortunately. So there's another bit of detail on his belt there. There's maybe a bit of parchment, a treat or two for his reindeer, I think. And yes, he has pockets there in his robes, so you can pop one of the my poor hands there, slipping away, butterfingers. So you can pop a toy in there, into his belt. He has two pockets. It's good to have plenty of pockets there, and so forth. So, is that? Okay, what else have we? Articulation-wise. So we have a bit of a mid-crunch there. So you can bend over to pick up all the toys. And, what have you. So yes. And it's hard to see most of the other articulation because he's all clothed up there. But let's have a look at the feet. So the feet can go forwards and back. So that's good. And you can also rotate there. A bit side to side. And what about pivot? Oh yes. Bit of sorry, they went off frame. What? So yes, a bit of pivot there. Starting to lose my light a bit. Getting towards the evening there, Castle Grayskull. So yes, there's the knee. So he's got some lovely sculpted detail under the clothing there for the main body they've used on this figure. So you can get a bit of bend there at the knee. And what have you. So we might have a look at that main body there. Pop off the head. Sorry there, sir. It's on a bit of a clip there, like the hood assembly. Try and be careful as we can. It's a bit fiddly. There we go. Derobe all that. Oh, looks like he's lost a piece off the main body there. So yes, there's this nice soft goods there for Father Christmas. And here's the look at the underrobe. It's all a bit velcroed up at the back. So get all that off. So yes, most of us know the Mythic Legions are designed to be modular for the old pop and swap gimmick there. So I believe that this piece just clips into the crotch there. So there we go. Yes, we are starting to lose the light here. A wee bit, so we'll try and carry on as best we can. So yes, we have some lovely sculpting work all throughout there. Your slots for various armor swap outs or wings if you choose. I think this belt piece might come off too. Looks like it does. Yes, I would think it would come off. But yes, his legs there. Some lovely sculpting in the shin armor. Some strap details holding them at the back. It's a bit of a black and I don't know, maybe a pale blue or pale grey dry brushing in there. While the rest of the body is done in that brown colour. So yes, there's a bit of your upper wiggly waggly in the crunch. Not really an ab crunch, mind you, most of that is in the hips. And then the pieces popping off again. We have a bit of a forearm cut. You can rotate 360. And that's got the van braces on there on both sides. Some lovely detail similar to the shin armor. And straps holding them on the other side, sculpted in. And there's your elbow articulation there. In the arms. I wonder if I don't know if the neck pops out though, but yes, there's the neck there. Now I hear they didn't go with a plump body for this, of course, with all the clothing there. It would probably look a bit funny, I think, they were saying. Yes, sir. So they were saying, with all the clothes that they had on him, with his underrobes there, tends to fill out a more traditional body shape for Father Christmas. So not your Coca-Cola Santa there, that a few of you are accustomed to, with the old jolly Saint Nick and what have you. So this is a bit of a body there you can use for something. Of course, I'll be using this figure in my custom figure of myself. So I'll be using the long bearded head sculpt for that. So there's the head sculpt back on the body there. It looks a bit funny indeed. A bit thin. It needs a bit more cookies, I think. A bit more milk and cookies there. So. But yes. So there's that. But yes, I'll be doing a bit of Eldor, of my own Eldor tribute figure there. I see the Four Horsemen have already done a few of the Masters of the Universe tribute figures, like He-Man and Skeletor, I think, She-Ra, Man-at-Arms, who else? Mossman, Stinkor, and Webstore there, and Stratos, who are coming out soon. So I wonder if we'll see any more Master of the Universe tributes there. So yes, I'm planning to make a few patterns for Eldor's sort of half robe with a hood, and maybe cut it off about there on my patterns when I get around to making them. I might use this body. I'm not too sure, but the old bodies, all the figures are a bit pricey for my gold purse at times. So to get a more filled out body, like your classics Eldor, I think it was. Yes, putting back his clothes on there. Some nice seam work in the old clothing. Arms up there. So yes, rather easy, I suppose, to get everything back in place. And a place for everything. Once we get it all straightened out, I suppose. We'll pop the head I like back on, but we might put his hood piece back on there, I think. that head nice, and yes, it's good they use the longer neck, I suppose, with all even the hood filling out places and what have you. And of course, as we know, the belt was not quite long enough, so it would just sit there minding its own business until I use it in my other projects, custom projects, and what have you. You also get a bit of wire there in his hood, so you can shape that how you please. But I think the figure's sold out there, so you might have to try your luck on the old eBay, I think. But yes, I was lucky to find this fellow in the marketplace there, out in Eternia. And might take a look at his walking stick there next. So there's a nice sculpted walking stick. Bit of detail there with they're painted in gold. And yes, nicely sculpted wood grain going all the way down there. I wonder if this pops off. I don't think it does. It looks like it parts there, roughly in the middle. I know that a few of the accessories from the Four Horsemen do that. You can pop things off and mix and match with your weaponry and so forth. So what can we do here? So on the wee hook at the top of his walking stick, you can place his lamp to light his way through the snow. So yes, a little bit of nice sculpted detail there around the top and what have you. And the candle there enclosed in some clear plastic, bit of a frame, and a little bit of detail there to cap off the bottom there, if you will, so that it just fits around the wee hook there on his walking stick there. So yes, there he goes there, holding his walking stick, and what have you. Then he has a bit of a drum there to let you know he's coming with his war cry. So yes, some nice detail around the side of the drum there. It's on a bit of a, I think that's a real chain, bit of a gold chain there, and it has a wee clip to clip onto his belt. Although, because his belt doesn't clip on properly at the back, I don't know if it will pull his belt down. Oh no, I think his little elf in his pocket there, helping to keep the belt up. So yes, you can display him as so, with his drum there. Or he might wake you up in the morning with a bit of a blast from the trumpet. So yes, he comes with another wee accessory there of the instrumental like bit of a trumpet. You have all the wee buttons there at the top. So yes, you can pop that into his other pocket, I suppose. And he has 2 little crowns here. 2 little thorn-like crowns or wreaths. And whatnot. There's one. And there's the other one there. Done in a bit of a mistletoe like wrap. And yes, so you can put those on his head there. So yes, a lot of different ways you can display him. With his hood, without, or with his mistletoe crown there, and so forth, or holding his walking stick. And here we have a look at the satchel here, with a few toys molded into that. So we've got a bit to look at here. So we'll have a bit of a close-up there and see what he's got in his little satchel there. So yes, lovely strap sculpting work with a few gold paint taps, some studs, and a wee strap clip. And some lovely texture there in the handle, and so forth. So let's get on to the goodies there. So there's also a bit of a yo-yo falling out. Got a ball, a big ball there, some building blocks, I think, and what have you, and a teddy there, a toy soldier, the tin man, the tin soldier there. And what's this bit of a cringer there, is it? Battle cat? Yeah, there's a lion there, I think. Here's some drumsticks there for the drum. But they seem to be stuck in the teddy there. And so forth. And what else? There was a book. Bit of a storybook there. And a candy cane. Maybe another wee trumpet there. A little green ball. Yes. Some nice attention to the paint on this piece. Some nice sculpted details and textures. And what have you. So we might load old Saint Nick up there, Father Christmas, up with his little satchel there, carry bag, if it will fit. Oh. He's got a bit to hold on to there, sir. Oh. Can you stand with all that on? Might use his walking stick to prop him up. Yes. There is, with all his wares and gears and what have you. Yes, very good there, I think. So what else have we here? See if we can get him to stand proper. Oh, there's a present sack there. A few special pieces in there by the feeling of things. Let's get this open, I think. Oh, bit fiddly, mind you. Get the sack open up there. He doesn't want all the presents falling out. There we go. So here's a bit of rope. Tiny bit of rope string there. Sewn onto the bag, so you have to be very careful. Bit delicate, I think. So what have we got in the sack there? Oh yes, a rubber duck for Mr. Radical Toys there, Adam, sir. So Adam will come and get his yellow duck there under the Christmas tree. So yes, he's a little wee fellow there. Nice texture and yellow paint apps with his little black eyes and his red beak or duck bill. His little orange feet. Yeah, there's one for the bathtub there, I think. What else do we have here? Ooh. What's this? A helmet, is it? A helmet for the Mythics. This one's for Sir Ostradamus Toys. So, yeah. Bit of a helmet option there. For the old switcheroo. The old switch outs. When you're making your custom figures there. With the Mythic Legions and what have you. So yes, we get this nicely detailed helmet there. Put that under the tree for Oz. And do we have anything else in here? What's this? Oh, it's a helmet there for Jessie. Just shelve it. So another one for under the tree there for Jessie. Nice bit of detail on this one too. Another knight's helmet there for a bit of a custom figure. Put that under the tree. What else have we? Oh, a little puppy there for the Duchess of Darkness. We'll have to find a name for him. How about we call him Hodor there? Hodor, is it? From Game of Thrones? Little Hodor. He's under the tree. And that's all we have in there. In the center sack. So, let's set a little scene up there, I think. There. In the background there, all the presents under the tree. And we have a little toy elf there. And this will be for Nolan. We present under the tree for Nolan there. Don't know if you stand up too well. And what else have we? We trumpet there. Who's the trumpet for? Oh, for Brick something maybe. A trumpet for Brick something. that there. Of course, we have his bag of goodies. Got a big pile of presents in there. So teddy bear for a Thanos copter, and a toy soldier for Bill at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures, and we've got a lion there for Mega J Retro, and what was that book there? A book there for Ray collecting classics, and with the drumsticks, and the drum for toy collections. Ken there, and who's the yo-yo be for? The yo-yo there for our radical mum. And got a big ball there, big bouncy ball for someone else. Another wee ball there. Presents for all channels. So we put that by the tree. And Santa, he comes in to lighten his load. He puts a drum under the tree too. Carefully, mind you, though. Let's set Mr. Elf back up there against the drum. And there we have it. A little scene there. So there, all the toys by the tree for all the different YouTube channel people. And there's Father Christmas there. He's had his milk and cookies. He's about to disappear up the chimney again. Watch the fire there, sir. You don't want to singe the old beard there, old chap. So yes, that is a little review there of the Four Horsemen's Figure Obscura Father Christmas. Yes, let's compare him there with some other Mythic legions, or Four Horsemen figures rather. So here he is with my custom dwarf, the bronze dwarf figure there from the Four Horsemen that I reviewed a few weeks back, I think. So I've done a bit of custom work on him, so we'll put him there beside Father Christmas. Boy, I hope we have room for all the fellows. So as we look there with the dwarf body, and who have we here? Oh yes, we have Apharius, my first figure. We'll get him looking a bit forward there. See if he'll fit in the frame. So oh yes, he towers above them all. So there's Apharius in there, and lastly but not leastly, we have Brant Whitehorn, my other custom figure of the Barbarian Legion Builder. Of course, the Bronze Dwarf was another Legion Builder figure. So the Legion Builders, as some of you may or may not know, are figures you can army build with, but also custom. Do your own paint and swap outs. You can have the horns up or down. I have them down here on him. And you can create your own names for them and their own backstories too, because these figures don't come with their own bios, unlike Father Christmas and Nefarious there. So you're free to come up with your own stories and characters with the Legion builders after doing a bit of custom and what have you. So yes, we'll get little Eldor back in there. So we're all nicely lined up. So yes, there's a slight comparison there. A few of the Four Horsemen figures. And so forth. There's some lovely work there by the Four Horsemen. A lot of nice detail and sculpting work. Of course, I did some sculpting work on the dwarf shield there. So yes, I did some bit of sculpting work in the shield there that came with him. Bit of wood panel work, or wood grain, and sculpted a little middle detail there. Bit of a spike. Whoa. Bit of a spike there, and a mounting flange to make it look like it's functional, and that's how it's attached to the shield. And I added a bit of fur there. Into the old fur, as you've seen with Brant there. So I put some fur under his pauldrons and the side skirts there on both sides. So I have to do a little updated review on those two fellows. And you can, paint their weapons. Also, bit of weathering. You don't want the weapons and the arms to look too clean, do we? People will think you're not doing your job. So, yes, that's that. I suppose. And yes, thank you for watching there and joining me in my first video for 2023. And of course, if you like this video, put a wee like down there to help me again get my adventures out there in the YouTube land. And yes, hit the bell, give the bell a bit of a ding, so you'll always know when I'm back on the great eye of the universe here, and sharing a review or a video or two. And yes, so I guess all the best for the new year is in order. And as we always say, good journey, everybody. And cheerio.